In this video, we will discuss the chronograph feature of the Moonswatch, and there's a couple hidden features that most users don't know about. So with typical chronographs, you just simply push the top pusher, and that activates the chronograph, and we can see the large second hand starting to tick in 1 second ticks. So right now the chronograph is activated and running. And when we stop it, we can measure the seconds. Using the subdial at the 2 o'clock position, we can see that is at 6/10 of a second. Our second hand is at 16 seconds. And to simply reset it, we push the bottom pusher, and that should reset back to 0. Another feature we can use is elapsed time, and that's where you just simply start the chronograph. And then you can stop it with the top pusher. Take a reading, so there we would be 6 seconds and 8/10 of a second. And then you can start it again. And it will continue to count. Now another feature of this chronograph is split times. So if we start the chronograph with the top pusher, it's going to activate the timer as usual. Now if we want to record a split time, we simply push the bottom pusher while the chronograph is still running, and that will stop the time and allow us to record the time. So here we're seeing 6/10 of a second and 14 seconds. Now when I push the bottom pusher again, it's going to resume the current time. So you're going to see the second hand advance quickly to catch up to the current time. And it will continue to count. And I can do this multiple times, as many times as I need to record a split time. So I could record this time at 9/10 of a second and 46 or 47 seconds. And I can do it again, and the second hand will jump to the current time and continue counting. And then when I'm done, I can simply stop the chronograph, take my final time measurement, and then reset it back to 0. Finally, there's one other unique feature that you can measure a first and a second place time position. So in order to do that, you would start the chronograph with the top pusher, and that will activate the chronograph as normal. And similar to a split time, what we'll do is push the bottom pusher and take a reading. So let's say you had 2 runners, and the first runner passes whatever marker. You can push that bottom pusher and record the time at 20 seconds and 6/10 of a second. Now with the split time, we would simply push the bottom pusher again, but in this case what we can do is wait for the second runner to pass the same marker and push the top pusher. And then when we push the bottom pusher, it will display that time. So the second hand is going to jump to whenever that second runner passed the same mark. And there we can measure that at 7/10 of a second and 43 seconds. Now at this point, I can't do anything more. The only thing I can do is basically reset the chronograph. If I push the top pusher, nothing's going to happen, and I can just simply reset it back to 0. So there you go. There's some hidden features of the chronograph function on the Moonswatch that most people probably don't know about. Thanks for watching.